Managing email on a phone usually means downloading another app, another icon on the grid, another background process draining the battery, and another set of notification badges fighting for your attention. Apple users often assume that if they want to access their Google inbox, they have to go to the App Store and download the official, dedicated Gmail application. But iOS has a built-in pathway designed to link Apple's hardware directly to Google servers, bypassing the need for third-party software entirely. Connecting these two distinct ecosystems requires a specific sequence of menu inputs to force Apple's native environment to seamlessly accept a continuous Google data stream. Reclaiming your device's native architecture for your most sensitive data eliminates redundant software and recovers storage space lost to digital bloat. We start by ignoring the App Store completely. Instead, we dive directly into the iPhone's core settings application. You scroll past the immediate user preferences down to the Apps subdivision. This is the layer where you manage the underlying behaviors of the operating system. Inside that extensive list, we locate Apple's default Mail application. This serves as our target gateway. Tapping into Mail reveals the Mail Accounts interface. This specific node handles all incoming and outgoing connections to external servers. To prime the iOS environment to accept a new external data stream, we select the Add Account command at the bottom of the screen. The system responds with a pre-approved list of supported external protocols. From here, we choose Google. This menu confirms that iOS is built to accommodate external servers at the system level, provided the user initiates the correct sequence. At this point, the process hits an intentional roadblock. The iOS environment refuses to handle the Google login internally, instead prompting Open Browser. Executing that command immediately pushes you out of the settings environment and drops you straight into a Safari web browser page. In the authentication handshake, an Apple device tries communicating with a Google server. To protect raw user data, direct password exchange is blocked. Instead, Safari acts as a neutral bridge, allowing Google to independently verify your Gmail address and credentials without exposing them to Apple. Next, you simply enter the corresponding password. This satisfies Google's half of the security requirement, completing the initial handshake. That jarring shift to the web browser is a highly engineered security measure. It protects your external credentials while still permitting system-wide access to your emails. Before the connection fully opens, there is one final barrier to clear: Google's two-factor authentication, which requires proof of human identity. You trigger this by selecting Send SMS. This prompts Google's servers to ping the physical device registered to your account. You receive the numeric code via text message and input it back into the Safari neutral zone. With your identity confirmed, the Safari bridge automatically collapses, the browser closes, and you are deposited back into the native settings environment. The native iOS Mail app now actively syncs your Gmail inbox, integrating the external data cleanly into the existing Apple framework. Digital optimization relies on leveraging the pre-existing pathways built into the OS, allowing the hardware to perform its intended functions without the friction of a third-party layer.